Should the WBC strip Tyson Fury for fighting Francis Ngannou? Let's talk about it. Check out the Heavyweight Boxing Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and obviously Alexander Usyk wants to be great. He wants to fight Tyson Fury. Fury has berated him from the beginning. Tyson Fury has avoided him when acting funny towards Alexander Usyk from the beginning. You got a lot of fans that's gonna say, well, it's no way Fury could be scared of Usyk. He bigger than Usyk. That don't mean shit. The Klitschko's dominated the heavyweight division because they were bigger, but they also had a nice skill level, but it also was a different heavyweight division. You know, there was a lot of limited opposition, like Thomas Adamek, Chris Arreola. These were some of the top guys that was out there, and they did lose. Vitaly lost due to a nerve injury in his shoulder versus Chris Berg. I think didn't Vladimir come back and avenge that loss or something like that? Vladimir lost to my man's that passed away. I forget his name. He's gone. Rest in peace to him. Rest in power to him. He's passed away. Got Corey Sanders, I think his name was, or something like that. So they did get beat. You know what I'm saying? So, but just because you bigger, and Tyson Fury, and I tried to explain this to y'all, Alexander Usyk and Terence Crawford know how to beat bigger and taller opponents. They understand center of gravity. They understand how to leverage those guys. And Tyson Fury, he struggled with shorter opponents. I keep telling y'all that. It wasn't no mystery he struggled with Otto Wallin. Wasn't no mystery he struggled with Steve Cunningham and got dropped. You can make the case that Otto Wallin beat him, and now Otto Wallin can't even get a freaking fight. He struggles with those guys that he can't see them punches coming. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all getting past, oh man, it's bigger, it's better. That's just like you got a plate of food, and it's just because there's more food on the plate that it's better than a plate of food, and it's more it provides more satisfaction than a smaller plate of food. You know, real game, real quick. You know how you eat McDonald's, you still be hungry? That's your body telling you you're not getting nutritional value from the food. There's nothing to absorb because some people believe it's not nutrition and it's not real. This is why mold, this is why bacteria does not eat McDonald's. If you leave a plum, a pear, an apple in the refrigerator too long, or you leave a banana out too long, guess what? Mold starts to eat it. If not the mold, then you start to see the fruit flies come around and start to tear that shit out the frame. You can leave a Big Mac on your stove and nothing will eat it. Mold, it's no bacteria will eat it. So think about that. So it provides no nutritional value. And the same thing with Fury. Bigger is not always better in every situation. He chunked up in weight to take Deontay Wilder punch. So what he gonna do with Alexander Usyk? He just gonna walk through him? That's what everybody think. He's just gonna be able to walk through him like he did Deontay Wilder. That could be the case. Alexander Usyk know how to leverage him. Usyk know how to drop his weight and spin out of there. Otto Wallin knew how to push him back and hold his ground. Knew he couldn't see the punches coming. So, just to say that, just to think 1 + 1 is 2 in boxing, y'all done seen too many times with a favorite. Y'all presume who should be the favorite, who should dominate, who should walk through. And a lot of this shit is just false bravado from these guys. And when you get these guys that been running around scared to fight, and when they gotta fight, when they put in a position where they gotta fight, then they want to start giving false bravado. Then they want to start talking big boy shit like they been with the shit the whole time. Because they back against the wall. They got no other choice but to react. Now, when you out in the free world, you out, you can do whatever you want to do. Where that energy at? When you don't have a choice. This is why I don't get into these dudes that run around avoiding fights, and then when they gotta take the fight that people want to see, or they gotta take the tough fight, then they start talking shit and talking about how the money had to be. I ain't trying to hear that. Keep that same punani energy you had all them other years. Keep that same sissified energy that you have for years. Don't wait till your back against the wall. You got nowhere else to run. You got nowhere to run to, baby. You know, don't wait till you gotta dip. You know, you gotta go in the ring at Dipset and start getting big and bad now. That's in my opinion, that's the equivalent of having a 50-point lead in the NBA game and it's 2 minutes left. Now you talking shit. Yeah, I told no, man. Like Michael Jordan told B.J. Armstrong in The Last Dance when he joined the Charlotte Hornets and they beat them in like game 1 in the playoffs. He said anybody could talk shit when you up. Well, let's see if you could talk shit and back it up when it's 0-0. That's that equivalent. We out here, you know, and you got choices and you say, well, I want to take on the toughest motherfucker. That's why I don't listen to what Fury say, bro. He sit here and say, oh, I give my money to charity. It's not about the money. And, man, get out of here. Anytime anybody they say it's not about the money, it's about the money. It's about the principle. It's not really about the money. It's about the... Nah, it's about the money. Because if it wasn't about the money, you ain't going to bring it up unless somebody bring it up first. Or you just mad because I owe you $50. No, it ain't about the money. You slept with my boy. Nah, that's different. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't about the money. Oh, you broke my PS7, 5, whatever you ninjas on. You Sony playing ninjas on. Whatever y'all on. But they shouldn't strip him for this, though. He don't have a mandatory. According to him, he going through a Rolodex of fighters, which he can't get in the ring. You know, Usyk, whatever. You know, he's, you know, the Middle East supposed to be putting money up. He go to the Middle East for Francis Ngannou. Andy Ruiz and Wilder dancing around each other like they don't know what's what. You know, Anthony Joshua, you don't know what's going on there. He got Wilder fight tied in. Wilder got to fight tied in him, so Wilder ain't really stressing. AJ ain't really stressing. You know, so who else to fight? He ain't gonna rematch Otto Wallin because he lost that fight. So he ain't gonna look Otto Wallin way. That's what they need. You want to keep rematch Derek Chisora? Why don't you go rematch Otto Wallin then, since you ain't got shit to do? He ain't gonna do that because he know he lost that fight. Sugar Hill or whoever, he know he lost before Sugar Hill or whatever. Don't matter. He know he lost that fight. They ain't gonna put him in that dangerous predicament. But he can go fight Dylan White. He can go rematch Derek Chisora, but he can't shoot the fade back with Otto Wallin. Is wild to me. And in my opinion, Otto Wallin should be, you know, mandated to fight Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz to produce the WBC mandatory at bare minimum. But they shouldn't strip him. He ain't holding nothing up. He holding Undisputed up. But do y'all really care about Usyk and Fury Undisputed? Nobody care about that. If it happens, it's going to happen in the Middle East. And it's 2 non-American fighters, so nobody really care about that fight for it to be, for somebody to be crying about. You just feel bad for Usyk because he want to be a 2-weight undisputed champion. Now Terrence Crawford got a crack at it. Don't mean Terrence Crawford gonna get it. But Alexander Usyk want to be the first 5-belt 2-weight undisputed champion. You know, he wants to be that. And Tyson Fury depriving him of that. Maybe Fury trying to age him out. You know, maybe Fury got a plan. It is what it is. Don't seem like they want to make it. Oh, it's not enough money in it. Oh, Usyk, go fight for your little money. And he was the same one time, I'm going to give my check to charity. It's not about the money. Yeah, okay. Beagle said the same thing. Oh, they fight for the legacy, not about the money. And then, his manager, it's not enough money and there better be at fight yet. Okay, whatever. Y'all on the same time. You looking real familiar. But nah, I mean, ain't enough people crying for that fight with Alexander Usyk to happen. Ain't enough people crying about it. Let's call it what it is. Ain't too many people crying about it. Ain't enough people clamoring for it. So you can take it for how you want to take it for, but there ain't enough people saying, oh, the fight got to happen. Please, we're thirsty for the fight. Come on. And then he ain't holding nothing up. Let him go fight Francis Ngannou. Don't be surprised if he get that bag and he retire. He pulled a retirement trick. And we know his ass will go get on his couch and gain a bunch of weight and probably won't recover this time. He don't want to fight Alexander Usyk. He showed that from the very beginning. So, whatever reason it is, guess what? You know, the heavyweight division it was fall on bad times for years, but it ain't that good for us to be crying over it. By this time, AJ, Fury, Usyk, Wilder all should have been fought each other. And some of these guys did, and some of these guys didn't. But Tyson Fury don't want to fight nobody, and that's the bottom line. The Stone Cold said so. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, with 2 3s instead of 2 E's and free. The link's in the description and it's in the link tree. Peace.